Deontay Wilder versus Zhilei Zhang. Knuckleheads, this fight looks like it might actually happen. And it's a shocker, and not only that, it looks like it's probably going to happen on March 8th, of all places, on the undercard of another improbable fight, Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Now, we'll talk about that fight in a separate video. I wanted to focus, though, on this Wilder versus Zhang fight. Listen, it's a shocker to me. I think the only reason these fights are being made, right, is because Saudi Arabia has involved itself heavily into boxing, and it's pulling a godfather, right? And what I mean by that is it's making offers that these guys just can't refuse. I would love to see how much money they are offering the promoters and the fighters to get these fights done. Shout out to their GEA and its president, Turki El-Sheikh. But that being said, this Wilder versus Zhang fight is absolutely interesting and intriguing, Knuckleheads, because, you take a look at Wilder's career up until now. He fought a bunch of guys that, he was the obvious A-side in, even in that first Tyson Fury fight, which in my opinion was a cherry pick gone terribly wrong. His career was very, very cautiously guided. He loses that series essentially to Fury and draws in the first fight, although I thought it was a loss. And then he comes back versus Helenius, then returns again versus Parker and loses, right? And so you're thinking at this point, he's got to be on the ropes. What fight is he going to have next? And you know how they go in boxing. Typically, if you lose, they get you an easy fight for your subsequent fight. And the exact opposite happens, right? Obviously, influenced by that big Saudi money, he's taking on Zhilei Zhang. Listen, if you are Deontay Wilder's trainer, handler, butler, wife, whatever you are, you better make sure this guy is training and training hard subsequent to that performance against Joseph Parker, because Zhilei Zhang, the Big Bang, is absolutely no joke. This guy just beat up and knocked out Joe Joyce 2 times in a row, right? And for those that thought it was a fluke the first time, he took him out in that second fight. I mean, he just took him out in brutal fashion. Zhang is a technical fighter. He's got big power. He's a big, heavy guy. He looks durable. If anybody can take that right hand, he might be one of those guys to be able to do it from Wilder. And this is an incredibly dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder to take. I mean, I'll go as far as to say, right, that at this juncture, if you were to ask me who's better between Zhang and Joseph Parker, I would probably say Zhang. I mean, I just think the guy is big, strong, technical, and very dangerous. And it's a huge surprise to me that Deontay Wilder is taking this fight, especially considering, like I said, his past, his history, and the circumstances coming off of a loss to Joseph Parker. I don't know. Is he cashing out? Does he really think he could beat Zhang? Does he see something in his style? Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Knuckleheads. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Why do you think Wilder is taking this fight, right? It's very interesting. After you do that, like the video, subscribe, and join the channel to help me to continue to build Fighters Rep. And of course, you can get your Fighters Rep merchandise also to help me build. Don't forget, Fighters Rep 21 is in South Florida on February 17th. It's in California at the beautiful Commerce Casino on March 2nd. The best striking show on earth. You can get your tickets and live stream at FightersRep.com. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this one. We're going to go a bit more in depth on this one on our podcast, which we do every Monday at 9 p.m. with Ignorant Behavior, Gary. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one, because this one really shocked me.